He has done a diploma in law and has been admitted as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, and on that score she earns 3,000.
Today in Kenyan politics, I will say today here without contradiction, with utmost respect, Kenyan politics is based on arrangements and programs where political parties negotiate for what they take to their counties and areas. We have decided that as a community and as Kenyans, we are also going to set up our own political party. We are going to produce our own candidate who will negotiate with the president and all the other people who are running for political office in this country. And that candidate is none other Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Tumesimamisha na yeye atafuta urais. Hebu nionyesheni. God bless you all. Waziri, we will work with the president. We will support him. If he does very well from now until 2026, we will negotiate with him to mshirikisha naye. Lakini kama anashindwa, baba, tuna farasi na kimbia kama farasi ya ngao. Karibu Solicitor General, my brother, come and say a few words.
Jamii ya OMC, while we support you as our CS and as our SG na viongozi wengine wote katika serikali, sisi tungependa kuambia hata kama tuko shuleni, sisi pia tuko na kijana wetu wa hapa nyumbani ambaye tunampaka mafuta. Tunataka akuje kukutana na President William Ruto unyo kwa unyo 2027. Anaitwa Fred Matiang'i. Na nimalize kwa kusema Madam Principal, we appreciate you. This is a magnificent hall.
Advisor to government, I deputize the Attorney General. I see many things happen in that office. I know we have good interest in Kisii, lakini tukileta waziri hapa, mnataka mushikilie yeye kama mtoto wenu. Alafu isionekane kule nje ni kwamba waziri alienda kwa function, akafika huko, tukaongea mambo mengine. Ile yetu ya kindani tuendelee kufanya. But when we have our minister, tushikilie yeye vizuri, because what he goes akitoka hapa akienda kwingine, people will focus what has happened here. Tunaelewana? Abantu bamitoto wanaine kado chagaiga tumanye tebi tone binge biro wabigenderete, lakini mwana yo mino huyu mtoto wenu kwa sasa 3 years ni mingi sana, 3 years and many years. Make sure that through him we are able to get all the support that we must get from government. Nengo mbega ruta ndipo yeka mana kiyo kwa ndio kwa hiyo ni ansi igote bagani na nyumba mbiyamole mko sawa sawa, lakini sasa tukiwa na waziri 3 quarters mwache njie tune mwa toki kabisa hapo ndipo kwenda iskalia nero nyora kense biyaro na teki biyere sitaenda kando, lakini I know what I'm saying.
So I share history. All my brothers and sisters and my sisters have gone to this school and my brothers went to Canada. Alright? I went to a place called St. Mary's Yala. It's a Catholic school. It changed me completely. It made me understand that we must be responsible for each other. It made me understand that you must stand up when it is right, you stand for what is right. It made me understand that we must take care of our poor people, wherever circumstance they come from. It made me understand that excellence must be rewarded and mediocrity thrown away. That is what my Catholic school did to me. So I want to tell all you girls here, work hard, make sure you read hard, speak good English. Hata Kiswahili ukitaka unachanganya. Tumeelewana? Au ukitaka kupiga bongo si unachapa. Ama ni ile ingine unasema tufanye nini? Unajua, I want to say, prepare yourself for tomorrow. Because nobody will take care of you unless you take care of yourself. Waziri, you've done so well. You made an announcement the other day. I want to ask all the teachers who are here, please, walimu, don't say no. You release the names of the students whose certificates you have to the Ministry of Education. Release the certificates of the students. We are going to give you money to recover from that exercise. That is what the National Assembly and that is what the Senate wants to do. Let us not punish children of poor people because their parents cannot be able to release their certificates, and these kids can't even go for interviews. They can't even go to the US or any other European country without their certificates. Number two, Waziri, I saw the other day, please go and tell the president, how can somebody say that my children, these children don't want to learn maths? Maths is what distinguishes between ability to analyze, interpret, and calculate. Isn't it? Yes. Please tell the president, allow some to do pure maths, allow some to do moderate maths like me who are really stupid in class, but intelligent on everything else. And don't punish us by allowing our children not to be able to articulate and serve our community very well. Finally, Waziri, I saw this place, you know, as the personal handling oversight. I saw this place, you can see there's still gunias out there, takatakas. They have not done flowers. I saw the staircase hasn't been done. I did not see solar. Can you please give them like 30, 40 million? They finish all these things. You see, I want to tell him this. Allow me to say something, you see, then somebody can interpret for you, and then I will tell him in DC what to do. I am CS. Monumuya, Urusi Bombara, Sere. Monoli, I want to end up the president. You must do when you got the way to school, Jabo to Sola, Yoko, Akaram, Kamara, Nia Kole, Polytechnic, Naboko, Miran, and the North. Finally,
kwa kututembelea hapa kwetu Kitutu cha Kisau, na hawa warembo unaona wa hapa Nyahururu Girls pia wana furaha sana, sababu sasa posho ile ya mkate watakula itaongezeka kuanzia jambo la pili, nirudishe shukrani kwa kazi ambayo ministry yako imefanya. You may not believe that since you joined this ministry, a lot of things have transformed. From the strike ambazo tulikuwa nazo za walimu, we have seen you transform mambo ya university lecturers, mambo ya walimu na mambo mengine mengi. Lakini kitu ambayo ningependa kukuomba wewe na ST wetu, tafadhali, nyinyi ST hapo kama kwa ofisi ya Chief Advisor to the President, na wewe ndiye unafanya Ministry of Education, tunaomba hivi, hawa walimu umeona wamesimama hapa, everybody in Kenya with a payslip is so strained. Kwa hivyo mkizungumza na rais, mwambie apunguze hizo taxes ambazo ameimpose kwa hao watu, ndio watu waweze kupata na kitu. Jambo lingine ningependa kusema ni kwamba sisi watu wa Kisii tunataka tuungane na tuweze kukusupport wewe kama CS. Yule alikuwepo hapo awali, mimi mwenyewe nilimsukuma sana. kwa sababu hakuweza kutuweka pamoja kama viongozi kutoka Kisii. You have made an effort. We are so proud of you. Tukikuona kwa TV kama mimi, one of the fiercest critics of this government, na mheshimiwa wetu senator, tumekuja hapa kwa sababu sisi tunakupenda kama kijana wetu wa hapa nyumbani. Kitu kingine ningependa kusema ni kwamba hapa Kitutu Chache South tuko na polytechnic inaitwa Kia Mwasi Polytechnic hapa juu, ama Kitutu Chache National Polytechnic. Tunaomba tuongezee fedha kidogo. Nilikuwa nimeongea na rais ya karibu 20 million shillings. Mheshimiwa senator alikuwa ametusupport na CDF hapo awali, ndio tukaweza kufika mahali tumefika. If you get between 20 and 50, we should be able to start that polytechnic. Ingine ni ile ambayo tuko na Kyoge Girls, they have an unfinished project. Tuko na St. Patrick's wanahitaji support, Cardinal Tunga na Nyantieko. Hizo shule zinahitaji support from the ministry. At a board member
to start working for the people who elected you. But not only the people who elected you, but for everybody, because the government is one. This year, 2025-2026, as a government, there is a budget statement that is proposing a total budget for the country of 4.2 trillion. 4 point what? I think Mheshimiwa Yunga said we need to do the math, so I agree. Let's look at that math. 4.2 trillion, right? 2024-2020, 2025-2026, 4.2 trillion. Are you with me? Yes. 2026-2027, how much? Going to be likely to be 4.2 or more, right? Yes. What's 4.2 plus 4.2? 8.4. We are in the middle half of the year 2024-2025, where the budget was 3.9 trillion. What's the half of 3.9 trillion? What's the half of 3.9 trillion? It's about 1.45. Call it 2 trillion. What's 2 trillion plus 8.6? Let us just work with 10 trillion. So we have a budget in this country of 10 trillion before we get to the next government, the next administration, correct? Yes. Let us assume 60% goes to current expenditure. The current expenditure is payment of salaries and other things. 40% goes to development. Development is things like this building we have here. What is 40% of 10 trillion? What's 40% of 10 trillion?
4 billion. 4 trillion.
4 trillion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we have in this administration 4 trillion that we need to get, correct? Is it wise for us to start campaigning now instead of dealing with the 4 trillion? What would you rather do? Campaign or development? Just give you a small advice. Let us concentrate on development. The time for campaigning will. At that point, constitutionally, you are free to stand for any seat in this country, correct? In any event, is the presidency vacant?
No.
Answer me, you guys. We are going to do exams. I thought that SG asked a question here and somebody answered somebody. Is the presidency vacant?
No.
How many think it is vacant? What I'm advising you, and as leaders, we need to be able to advise our people properly so that we do the right thing at the right time. I'm not saying anything. I'm not castigating anybody. I'm just saying, is this the right time to engage in that activity? Sindio? Sasa tupambika ama tufanye namna gani? And because of that, I know these students have been to many places. I can look at how brilliant these students are. Their dreams, what they want. They want us to do halls like this. They want us to do for them classrooms. They want us to get for them teachers who are properly tooled to teach them. They want reading materials. They want labs so that your dreams can come true, isn't it? Yes. Or do you want to engage in activities that will allow you to sit here for 2 years and wait for the next administration? I want to hear you whether you are loud or not loud. Do you want to wait for you to continue in the next administration? No, sir. You are here now, isn't it? Yes, sir. Chakula iko kwa meza sahi, si ndio? Yes, sir. We deal with it now, si ndio? Yes, sir. We deal with the other things next time when the time comes. Correct? Yes, sir. I want us to concentrate, ladies and gentlemen, on what is on the table now and not what we cannot even see. Correct? Yes. How many are with me? These gentlemen here are not with me. Somebody talked about the payslip. Let me come to you. Is the payslip deduction in the law or not in the law? Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm simply trying to tell you is when something has already been put in the law, the leaders in the National Assembly can't come here and tell you, please go and tell somebody to remove. President is not in parliament, is he? You can change that in parliament if you want, correct? Like you can ask me to change a policy in the Ministry of Education. Just like I said, please release all the certificates to the students because it is within my pocket. Tunaelewana hapo? Sasa tufanye maneno ya ukweli. You had me, I've been a lawyer for 33 years. I practiced law for 33 years. The young ladies got it right. I have practiced law and I know what the law is. When the law says something, even if I sit here and say something different, it won't work. Will it work? So where should we move to? The law. Let us change if we need to change anything. So allow me kindly to read my speech. I didn't want to say that, but because I'm at home and because I felt and I've said this and we're having meetings and having these discussions all the time, so that we can get it right and we can lead our people the correct way. Meant to ease the shortage of space for learning in the school. This school has had a rich history and has consistently produced eminent girls every year, year after year. Many of the school's alumni have ended up making a great contribution to the country's development. Indeed, this is one of the reasons the government decided to upgrade the school to a national school, the only girls' national school in Kisii in that category. This upgrade to a national school has been one of the reasons for the massive expansion of the school, which has also led to a sustained growth in enrollment and an exponential improvement in academic and co-curricular outputs. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to urge all of you, through your friends, relatives, and other networks, to encourage last year's KCSE candidates who qualified for university admissions to apply for courses and for programs in the universities. Starting yesterday, March 28, 2025, the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service, otherwise known as KUCCPS, opened its portal for eligible 2024 KCSE candidates who scored C+ and above to apply for placement to universities of their choice for the academic year 2025-2026. A total of 246,391 candidates obtained the minimum mean grade of C+ and above, which is required for university entry in last year's KCSE examinations. This year, there are 305,223 vacancies available in both public and private universities. You will notice that we have more space in the universities than the students who qualified last year, which therefore meant that we accept even students who passed examinations early and who repeated and got C+ and above. There is a space for them. Out of these 305,223 vacancies, public universities, the public universities have a total capacity of 245,495, while private universities have 59,723. The portal will remain open for the entire month of April to allow only eligible university qualified students to apply and give them adequate time to undertake their applications. This allows them to discuss even with their parents to ensure that they go for courses or for programs that are of their choice and their field. I'm happy to announce that the Court of Appeal this week gave the government a stay order in the earlier High Court case that had declared the Higher Education Student Center model unconstitutional. This means that we will now continue implementing the model until the case in the High Court, the Court of Appeal is heard and determined. Consequently, I wish to announce that the Higher Education Loans Board and the Universities Fund will immediately open their portal to allow first and second year students wishing to make appeals for loans and scholarships under the Students Center model to do so. The Ministry continues to engage stakeholders with a view to getting necessary feedback to allow us to streamline our education sector. Such feedback like the debate that is going on in the maths, we are listening to it and we are looking at it and we are analyzing to see that we make the right decision for the sector. You may be aware that on March 10th, 2025, all education stakeholders held a dialogue on the quality of learning under the competency-based education in this county of Kisii at the Kisii High School. I thank all those who attended the event where important conversations were held. After conducting those dialogues throughout the country, I'm happy to report that there is consensus that the reforms in education are rolling out well despite a few challenges. I promise that the Ministry will bolster its programs to ensure intended education reforms meet the expectations of all stakeholders. I wish to inform you that we have now fully addressed the concerns about the transition from junior school to senior school, particularly regarding career pathways and placement criteria to grade 10. The feedback from our stakeholders has been weaved into our earlier proposals, and we now have guidelines that are fit for purpose of placing our learners in grade 10 next year. There was a resolution from the DAG that placement in pathways will be guided by balance of learner interests, available infrastructure, and equity considerations. Schools will be supported to offer at least 2 or 3 pathways to ensure learners have options that align to their career aspirations. In view of the pleasant facilities that I've seen in this school, I wish to direct that you offer all the 3 competency-based curriculum pathways to ensure that more girls can access the high-quality education available in this institution. With these few remarks, I now declare the classrooms, the laboratories, and this multi-purpose hall officially opened. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless you. We'll continue supporting you. I'm working very closely with the team here from the board, with the team, the principal, and the education team that is here. We look for resources, complete what must be completed, and for one simple reason. Most of this work has been done by grants from the Ministry of Education, the Development Infrastructure Funds, and savings from the school itself. That means good governance. And that therefore means that this is a team that needs to be supported. And I will support you to ensure that you have the best facilities for these beautiful girls here. Let us be 9.6. I will come and give something. For that, I wish to leave 100,000 shillings